Hi, in this video, we are going to see what is bubble sort and how do we do this in C. So, how do we do a bubble sort? So, bubble sort is one type of sorting algorithm to sort the numbers in ascending order. Okay, this is the simplest of all the sorting algorithms. So, let us see how do we do it with an example. Say for example, the given array of numbers is 4, 3, 5, 12, 1. So we are going to implement bubble sort to sort these set of numbers. How does this work? In the first iteration, that is actually bubble sort, will compare the adjacent elements and will swap if the first element is greater than the second one. Okay, say this is the given set of numbers. I am going to sort it. So it will check first 4 and 3. So 4 is greater than 3. So it has to be swapped. So the array becomes like this. Now take this array. So we have sorted the first and second. That is, we have arranged the first and second in the first iteration. Then you're going to compare the second and the third element. So 4 and 5. So 4 is not greater than 5. So we leave it as it is. Now take the third and the fourth one, 5 and 12. 5 is not greater than 12. So just leave it. We are not going to do anything with that. The next step, take 12 and 1. So 12 is greater than 1. So these two should be interchanged. So my number becomes 3, 4, 5, 1, 12. So once we complete the first iteration, we can see that the last number has gone to its right place. The last number is kept in its appropriate place. Right? So this is how your bubble sort works. So you start your bubble sort and you're going to sort the numbers in ascending order. So when we are going to do this, you can see here, you start with the first two elements, compare them. If the first element is greater than the second, interchange. Otherwise, leave it as it is. Then take the second and the third, compare them. Then take the third and the fourth and compare them and just go on till the end. So when we complete the first iteration, you can see here, the last element has gone to its right place. Now, moving on to the second iteration. Now what do we do? Again, start from the beginning. Take the first element and the second, compare them. So 3 and 4. So 3 is not greater than 4, so do nothing. Then 4 and 5. 4 is not greater than 5, then do nothing. Then 5 and 1. 5 is greater than 1. So I will have to interchange them. And I need not move on to 12 because I know 12 is in its right place. So once I complete the second iteration, you can see the second element from the last has gone to its right place. Okay. Now, moving on to the third iteration, again the same step is repeated. Start from the first element, 3 and 4. Okay, 3 is not greater than 4, do nothing. Then 4 and 1, 4 is greater than 1, so interchange. Now, all these two are there in the proper place. I'm not going to touch it. Now, moving on to the fourth iteration, you can see. So, 3 and 1, so it has to be interchanged. Now, it becomes 1, 3, 4, 5, 12. Right? So, this is how your bubble sort works. So, in the first iteration, you start from the first element, compare with the second, then second with the third, third with the fourth, and so on till end. Once you complete the first iteration, the last number has gone to its proper place. Then, or the biggest number has gone to the last place. Right? Then the second iteration, again, you start from the first till the second element from the last. You're going to do this because already the last element is placed in its proper place. And it goes on and on till you complete. Right? Okay, fine. So now, when you see this, you can see here, if the number of elements is 5, n is equal to 5. So you can see there are 4 iterations happening if n is equal to 5, right? So 4 iterations happening when n is equal to 5. So you're going to use a I loop for these iterations. First iteration, second iteration, third iteration, fourth iteration. That is, if n is equal to 5, if the number of elements in your array is equal to 5, then there are 4 iterations. That is, I varies from 0 to less than n minus 1. That is 0 to 3. Correct? 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I loop is going to be used for the number of iterations. Then inside the I loop, we'll also include one J loop. So J loop is for moving between these elements. Okay. So when the first iteration, you're going to compare J is 0 with J plus 1. Okay. Then J becomes 1, J and J plus 1. Then J becomes 2, J and J plus 1. Then J becomes 3, J and J plus 1. So you can see here in the first iteration, J varies from 0 to 3. Correct? So in the second iteration, you can see J equal to 0, J plus 1. J equal to 1, J plus 1. J equal to 2, J plus 1. Okay. The second iteration, J varies from 0 to 2. So you can see here, when n is equal to 5, in the first iteration, J varies from 0 to, yes, 0, 1, 2, 3. So how do I write? N minus I minus 1. So J equal to 0 to J less than, n is 5, I is 0 now. First iteration, I is 0, right? 5 minus 0, that is 5, minus 1, 4. That is, I equal to 0 to I less than 4, that is 3. Okay, are you following it? So I loop varies from 0 to 3. J loop varies from the first iteration 0 to J less than n minus I minus 1. Correct? So when you see here I is equal to 1. Correct? In the second iteration, for example, I is equal to 1. So what should J vary from? J equal to 0 to J less than n minus I, that's 1. N minus 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. So 0, 1, 2. J varies from 0 to J less than 3. Correct? That's equal to 2. Can you follow this? So this is how we are going to arrange the loops here. Right. Now let us see the BubbleSort code. So you have an array as an argument. Then the number of elements as another argument. Okay. So I'm going to use I and J for 2 loops. So I varies from 0 to I less than n minus 1 I plus plus, right? If I is equal to 5, I equal to 0, I less than 5 minus 4, I less than 4, correct? So I less than 5 minus 1, that is I less than 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So if n is equal to 5, there will be 4 iterations, correct? So for every iteration, J varies from 0 to J less than 5 minus I minus 1. Okay, this is how your loop varies. Okay, now, so I equal to 0, I'm going to do this. I'm going to check if array of J is greater than array of J plus 1, I'm going to swap them. Otherwise, just leave as it is. Correct? So I'm going to call the swap method. Here you can see here, I'm using pass by reference. Just for us to also include pass by reference. I'm passing the addresses of array of J and array of J plus 1. So when you see here in the swap, you're passing the address, so it's definitely a pointer here. Now we are using this to interchange the values. Okay, when I'm calling the swap method, in the swap I'm interchanging the values. Right? Now let us go to the main method. So you have your array. You're declaring your array. N is equal to 5. Now I'm calling bubble sort array of n, array comma n. So it goes there. Okay. Uses I loop and j loop. Compares array of j and array of j plus 1. If array of j is greater than array of j plus 1, it swaps it, right? So once it swaps, it does continuously, no? Finally, I'm just printing sorted array and calling the function print array. Okay, so I'm calling the function print array. Print array is going to print the sorted array list. Is it clear for you? I hope you understand. Thank you.